and welcome to another art stream. I'm going to be doing some work on my, this guy's done. I shouldn't show this picture. What is wrong with me? I'm bad at debuting. I was going to work on some of my models today, and I was going to clean up some artwork. So, yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't even check. Is the sound working? Looks like it is. Huh. Let's double check. It is. Wow. Huh. Weird. Because yesterday it was not working when I needed it to. So, oh well. Wait, I don't think anyone could hear that last time. Let's try. Maybe they could. Maybe that was just. Hello. Oh, that's me. I'm like, hi, new person. Who's me? There you go. Hey, this is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, now I can get rid of this. Wait. Is this the bad one? I like this. Working on some new stuff. Whoops, that's my storyboards. For my, I'm working on a animatic this year, so my brain was just like, I was just so convinced I could do all this during a break, and I don't know where my brain was. There's no way you could make it, well, no way someone who's new to storyboarding, or not new to, or animatics, I mean, could make a full animatic in a week. I don't know what it was, why I thought I could. Maybe I thought I could get like the bass down while I was off, but there's just so much other things I want to clean up and finish up before the end of the year that like that was kind of a bit unrealistic. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Just finishing up some old drawings, and because I want to make a best of for the year. And I was going to work on my character ref sheets so I can, because I was working on those a little bit, and I kept finding that I was that they weren't as reliable as I was hoping. Like I kept going to like pictures from different pages and grabbing color schemes from them, and that defeats the purpose of the ref sheet. So
With so many voices,
Why are you doing this? Ah!
Tina Fey's I could be.
Ah! Hello. I don't know why it does that to me all the time. I don't even know how that's allowed. This is royalty free. There shouldn't be any advertising for royalty free. That seems kind of sketchy. I just want to try and get this character done, at least to even like a cleaner version, so that I can put her in the lineup. Because she's got, this is Scothy, or yeah, she's this Nordic deity of hunting and archery, and I think also like skiing as well. Yeah, that's right. Skiing was part of it too. I didn't randomly just pick that. Nope. I knew it the whole time. Oh wow, great! Oh, better I turn back on the music. Thought we could go with some jazz this time. Let me know if that's too loud. I can turn it down a little. I just always worry that it's not coming through all the way. But if it is, I can turn it down. It's not hurting your ears, is it, Evie? Are you? Because I hope it's not too loud for you. Do, 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 do. Good. Oh, phew. I thought I was gonna do like. Good. Thank you for letting me know. I just don't want to deafen people. This actually is a pretty good mix. I have to remember that these jazz music lists. I will try and look into that next year, though, with trying to find playlists for at least for the Twitch streams, so that I can have like a little more variety between the two. 'Cause I think that was one thing that kind of just could have helped boost my other channel more, I think. Maybe not too much, but at least it would have been, might have kept people on longer. And I just got to work on marketing. That's the bigger thing. But once I get this, next, yeah, I got a new VTuber on the way, and that'll be exciting. It'll be fun to learn how to do that stuff too. I've seen some of it. It's still tricky, but it's not as nearly as like insanely difficult as I thought it would be. Like I thought it was going to be like you have to learn all these, like you have to like squash and stretch it a lot on your own, but the software itself actually does that. So should have made coffee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make some coffee. Or not coffee, but it's late for coffee actually. I'm just gonna get a soda. Excuse me. Need some energy. Energy. Yeah. Oh. Nope, I don't care. I don't care if you're Patrick Stewart. You don't get to talk during my stream. Don't talk during your stream, Patrick. Why are you talking during mine? Oh, that's a mistake. I can fix that though. Yeah, it's easy. Easy fix. Easy peasy. Do, do. Oops, bet it's back on. I wonder. I think if I do that, that's still looks, that's off. You know why? Because if it's from this angle, I think this would be the shoulder, which would make this all wrong. This is why these kind of angles aren't done much in drawings, because it's a crazy Looney Tune thing to do, and I'm just the Looney Tune to do it. Because is. Like, so much involved in these kind of angles. You have to, like, foreshorten just right and, like, get the angle just right on the arm, and it's just, ugh, so much work. Trying to make her arm look a little bit smaller. Just so that she's the agility one. That's a little better, kinda, except still wrong, because if that's where the shoulder would be up here. So this would be the back of the arm. Evie, why do I do drawings like this? No, he's kidding. Because they're fun. That's the answer. I don't care. Stop talking. Sorry. These ads are killing me. Why? I just want some music, guys. Not too much to ask. I don't think I don't ask for much. Just some cool jazz beats to draw to. I forgot, how does the sound... R&B... How was the jazz on here? I forgot. Probably not as good, but... It's something. I don't know if this is good or not. Let's go with it. Why not? Wow, it's loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's weird how, like, this comes out louder through Streamlabs than YouTube does when I play their list. Except when their advertisements come on. Those are loud. It's like, oh, we don't care about this relaxing music. We just want to blast you with an ad. Why, thank you. I didn't want to hear out of this ear anyway. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to finish this one in time, but it's worth a shot. And if I can't, then I can't. But it would be fun to try. Do, 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 do. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Already a little better. What level are you in PoE anyway? I'm just curious. I think you might have said, but I can't remember. Because I actually am liking the monk a lot. Like all these stun lock abilities are just are pretty cool. Okay. Okay, you're still a ways away from me, but yeah, I'm like, I think I was 12 when I stopped. I'm in the, oh gosh, I forget the name of that village with the, where the count is. So I gotta work my way through the manor and all that, which maybe I'll get back to that game soon. I got so many things that I want to try and get to before the end of the year. But I'm really glad you recommended that game, though. It is really fun. Yeah, considering it's a work in progress, it's a really good. I think it's just so rare to find games where like whenever I hear early access, I kind of flinch these days because like that can mean some really rough games sometimes, but they seem to have really done their work. So yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry. Like I'd rather just have fun with it while I'm. At first, I was wondering why you couldn't have male or female characters for the all the classes, but then I realized that would have meant they would have had to hire. They'd have to have the like all the voice actors do like probably do each other's lines or something, so that they could get all the attacks and everything. And they were already paying other people to do the voices of all the monsters too, so. Yeah, true. Wow, she already looks so much better now that I got that color in there, and kind of fixed that arm a bit. Because an issue with the perspective of that. Yeah, it's so. And perspective's tricky for anyone who wants to learn it. It's not something you ever really. I mean, it takes a long time to get to the point where you can consider yourself like really skilled at it. I say, because I see people that are like teaching art courses and they still make perspective mistakes sometimes. So it's not easy. Nice. Yeah, maybe we can play co-op sometime, because I would love to see, like, I think you're playing a mage, right? Because it'd be fun to play the mage with the monk. Would be a really fun combo. Thank you. Yeah. It's funny, when I was showing people this thumbnail over the holiday, everyone kept trying to look at it right side up, and I'm like, no, you're doing it right. It's supposed to be wonky. It's like she's a daredevil shooter. I got this backwards. Whoops. My mistake. See, even it's easy to make mistakes, but it's easy to fix them too sometimes if you just take a second to just clean things up. Okay, yeah, because there's a yeah. I used to love doing that, playing co-op in Diablo and in Torchlight. Made those games so much better. In Torchlight, actually, I was all support. My character barely did damage, but she was all nature based, and she could like make everyone else in the group just so powerful. Cool. And not in the hair. I don't want it in the hair. It's too much blue. It's probably okay for now for this. I think I can move on to another. Yeah, I think she came out pretty good. I'll probably just look at some reference for using a bow for just to clean up the fate. Like, I would go in and work on the chin and everything, but I know I need to fix it anyway, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I do want to fix this. This guy, I was working on him and it still looks off. I think it's because I gave him, I think his nose is too big, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's just how I drew him. I'm going to put some line work into him. I think that's the problem. I think he just needs to be a little cleaner. Yeah. Even that, yeah, even adding in that little shape, I think really helps for him. I'll bounce back. I'm going to bounce around probably. I was just going to do. I came across this, so I kind of want to fix this really quick before I move on to something else. But yeah, Richard Steele songs. Probably one of my favorite OCs I've ever made. I'd almost say more. Yeah, I'd say more than my VTuber. I think I like him more. Not that I don't like my VTuber, it's just that he's just a little more fun to draw. That looks better already. Just doing that alone helped, I think. But I need to clean up his. I guess the eye color's there. I can get that in here. Yeah, because the point of this is just so I can draw him. Really, I can go to this really quick for his color scheme, like. So for eyes. Do that. Here. Probably don't need to go this level, but and then like actually this might save a little time. Yeah, I'll just do this. Oops, that's not the color I wanted. I know it's not a traditional color sheet, but I figured I'm going to want to reference this really quick, so I'll want to be able to find the colors that I need for him when I'm drawing him on other pages. Skin colors. Probably that to that. Maybe slightly more tinge for the. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, when you're drawing, it's always good to just keep track of what colors you're using. if you're drawing traditionally, like painting and you're mixing things, if you cover, you can cover them with aluminum foil, and that like makes them last longer. Just a tip for traditionals. So I am gonna do more of that this coming year. I haven't decided how I'm gonna do that, but maybe I'll switch Mondays on my Twitch to being all traditional. I don't know, or maybe like, you know what? I'll make a schedule and I'll have planned days for like traditional versus digital. I think that would be good. And comic, like all those will be on their, will have their own specified days, and I can always work a little bit on them on days that I'm not planned. But like the point is just to like try and do a little bit more. Still kind of rough, but it's okay. It's nice. Let's work on some more. I was only going to do this for a little bit, I said, so. Let's work on... I want to do something different. I want to... maybe I'll work on this. Just for fun. Work on this for like a little bit. My... Coral Island piece. Cleaning it up a little bit. It's still very rough. And it was... if I'm going to put it in my best of for the... or like... This was a really fun challenge. Because I usually don't do fan art, but I really like this game, so... Yeah, just fun playing around with some other ideas. Just like cleaning up some of these. Yeah, I played this game since it was in like really early beta. Not beta, but like one of the earliest releases. And it was really fun. Definitely has improved though. Like it... There were so many like errors early on with like scripted events, so. And in the background here is the a very angry version of the mermaid that like every girl YouTuber I know is. The YouTuber is like all of them are just like, oh my gosh, look at him. But it's hard to see his features here because he's in the dark. But he's. And here's my guy being like, leave me alone. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, phew. I'm so paranoid from YouTube now that I'm just like, I forgot that I for a second there I forgot that I switched to a different playlist on on Streamlabs because I was like, oh no, there's gonna be an ad. Oh no. Yeah, this is more to do. There's a lot more work in this than like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna switch to something else. That was a fun one, but let's see. This is one that I'd like to get a little bit further on, actually. She's her boots are off, that's one thing. No. Okay. Yes. I wonder why I made her boots longer. I must have thought they needed to be bigger for some reason. Thank you. It's been a productive year. There we go. That's better. Sure, why change? Yeah, it's okay. It's what? Maybe no, I didn't. That's weird. I don't know what happened. I was gonna be like, for a second, I was gonna say like, I think I maybe part of the reason this changed so much was because of the like the design, the boots changed, but like the other one looks fine, so I don't know. Whatever. Important thing is it was At least I got it to a point where it's not too hard to like just add more and clean it up. I forget what this prompt was. I know this is part of Witchtober, but I don't know what the prompt was. But I don't usually draw people. Drawing a witch in pink was really fun. Well, actually, I'll let you know if you can't afford that. Then I'll let you know when my gallery on Printful is up. So at least maybe you could afford those, because those will be obviously not nearly. Those won't be as much as a commission, but at least then you could have a copy of some of my like something I've done this year. So I'm gonna be working on that probably over this month. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to get it that up this month. Cause I meant to do it sooner, but I just keep getting just wound in circles with all these projects. But I would like to get a functional store up and functional and working, because it's not hard. Like there's I've seen a bunch of people have Printful or other places like that. So I'll have to look at. I know that one's good. I'll have to look and see if there's other ones that are good as well. But that's the one I've heard the like best reviews of. So. Yeah, I'm pretty like these explosions came out pretty good. Might add a little bit more clouds to them. And I like these gloves are fun too, like the stripes. Yeah, sure, definitely. I'll let you know when that's up, because I'll I'll do a big announcement on here and on my Twitch stream as well when those go up. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just put like I'll have ones that go in rotation probably too. Like I'll have I'll have like ones that are my favorites that will be there all the time, or be there the longest. But to add scarcity to them, I'll rotate them out and add in new ones, just so people kind of get a feeling of urgency that they need to get to them before they're gone, for kind of like, you know, what Disney used to do. The whole, like, you know, you just give it a feeling of scarcity. Yeah. Do, 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 do. See, that looks way. I'm so glad I fixed that boot. It felt really off, but now it's a much better shape, so. Still some issues with this, but I think some of them can be fixed with just repositioning some things, because like her shoulder should be a little higher here. Yeah, a little more like that. Gotta clean up a little bit more still, but it's looking better already. Just giving her more of a actual shape here for her neck. Except that doesn't work really. I gotta kind of. I guess I can't do that. Like that. Thanks. Do, 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 do. Yeah, she's coming along pretty good. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see, what else can we do? Okay. Excuse me. She's come a bit up from when I started earlier today. Even I think I cleaned her up a bunch, so that's probably pretty good for now. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water actually. all my mugs. All my glasses. Okay. Okay, a little tired. First day, I went back for a day of work, so I'm kind of like this has been kind of a vacation time. Was always kind of like awkward because I had to work around the schedule and on the of the vacations, but this year was especially just awkward. Thankfully, I had a lot of vacation days left over, so I could make it more manageable. Because otherwise, I would be going into work tomorrow. So, and nope, no thanks. Okay. No spoilers. Oh, this is it was I wanted to make sure I made a note of what we were talking about in Blue's stream with the chair spin. I wanted to make a drawing, kind of like a rough version of it. Okay, we'll do some more work on that later. Let's see, what can I... Oops. Oh, yeah, this one. I'll work on this one a little bit. I do want to finish this before the end of the year. I think it's... Oops, I can't do that. Trying to find where the... There it is. I was like, where's the blue? That's better. I don't want it to be too long. Yes, where it was. I forgot. Well, some of it. What was? Oh, because it's on several different layers. That's why. It just felt like it was a little too long here. But, kind of like shimmy it into like kind of having like a extended blade like this. Yeah, me too. I thought, yeah. And it took me a few tries to get the arms right, but I think they look, yeah, they look where they should. They look correct to me. I'm sure that they're a little exaggerated, but that's okay because that's the point of an illustration is that you can do things in them that you couldn't normally do in a real photo. So don't want to mess with her face. I really am happy with the color in her face. So it's just maybe even I might just put some details on the sword. Yeah, and I thought I put some like a decoration on it going down the side of the blade, like some kind of Celtic pattern. Usually they're kind of more rounded, though, I think, aren't they? Celtic blades, I believe, have kind of. That's an easy fix. do, 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 do. I don't know what it was about this. Maybe just the holidays in general, or maybe it's the. Well, it might even be the new year that's like making it so. For some reason, I'm just having difficulty sleeping lately. It's really weird. Like, there's no real reason for. Like, feels silly because I mean I've been just on vacation most of it, and then you think that would be the easiest time to sleep. But for some reason, my body's just like, I mean, Auntie. Things to do, things to do. Why are you awake? Why aren't you awake? Yeah. And during the break, I was pretty careful about caffeine too. Like I wasn't like normal weeks. I'm usually like having like about of like something caffeinated before my art streams, but because of how difficult it's been sleeping, I didn't do that. I only had one tonight just to start up. Yeah. That was fun watching all those movies together. That the Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a fun one. Did I miss the Klaus one, or did you watch that before? Were you gonna save that for a different day, or just was there no time this year for it? Because I would believe all those. It's definitely been a bit crazy. So. Yeah, that was that was a long day. I mean, I kind of was just lurking for most of them while I was drawing, but like even that second one, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. like, like I got near the end and I was like, okay, maybe I can try. I'll try to stick around for just the end of this. Oh, that looks from a distance. That looks so much. Obviously, I need to clean it up a little bit more, but that looks so much better now with that like refined detail. I'll just have to push that contrast a little bit stronger, even in to clean it up. But cool. That's a fun brush. That's supposed to be for roots, though. It's not supposed to be, or no, it's supposed to be for hair actually. Which is why it's, yeah, you kind of go like woo with the hair. But nope, not her hair. I drew it. Nope. Weird. Where did my I don't know why it's the patchy one. That's why. I just kind of want. Thanks. Yeah, it's like what Blue was saying. It's fun. I love it's fun to push colors. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's another Witchtober I was really happy with. Yeah, I'm really happy. This one would definitely make a good print, I think. Just clean up a little bit here and there from it. mean, there's not much to do for this one. It's pretty clean. It's really just hardening some edges and cleaning up like the boots a little bit, but yeah. Trying to make some stronger shapes in this background too, because it was kind of, it's still painterly, but I want it to be a little cleaner painterly. On this mythical creature I'm painting now is based on a harpy eagle, and they are big. This isn't too far off from how big they are. They're definitely on the larger size of all the raptors out there. Hello. Just cleaning up some old art for the because I'm gonna do a like end of the year kind of like best of. Yeah. Fix her eyes so they're a little bit too bright. When you get closer, it doesn't look as bad. They look not quite as bad, or not quite as like. Maybe if the irises were a little lighter. It's a little better because before they were like pinpoints. Just like just a, there was this thing called Witchtober, and I think this one was like a familiar or something. That was the prompt. So I just have her with a lot of familiars. Either that or like spirit. I forget. It was something kind of like that. But yeah. Oh, that's a little baby dragon. Kind of like a toothless. Yes, dragon, an ethereal harpy eagle. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun. I was in this like I can't remember. I must have been like just tired of. Sometimes I like to take breaks from like really extreme action and just draw something that's just quaint or cute. And this was one I think like a because do I have it still here? Wait, let me just open it this way so it's easier. I was just working on this a little bit. This is what I came with right afterwards. Yes, you did. I'm like, back to explosions. Yeah, right? A little bit different. One sec, I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's how. I think that's the thing that kind of like. It's fun, but it can burn me out too sometimes. As I try so hard to make these look as like detailed as possible. Meanwhile, like most of the people that make these prompt lists are just like, just do a sketch. And I'm like, yep, sketch, got it. And then I I do this, and it's like, no. It's like, not quite. That doesn't make sense. Gotta keep it a little bit hazy because it's in the distance, so. Yeah, I was just telling Evie I was gonna make this one into a probably. I'm gonna make some of these into prints. Probably, and this is. I could see this one being a print. Because I do have an imprint account. I just need to start uploading stuff to it. So I think over this weekend maybe I'll try and get a few up online, and I'll post on the. I'll make an announcement on my on this page when I get them up, though, so you'll be able to find out quick. Thanks. Let's see if I can get something a little bit texture brush. Yeah, some of this was me playing around with different. I have all these leaf brushes, and I was just like, "Let's go crazy." Just make every shape possible with them. Like spin them and delete them and then remake them and I was gonna almost make her buried in the pile, but I'm like, nah. And then there's this witch too. Was oh yeah, this was I was working on this last time a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, definitely. Love playing. Well, like this one, I found a brush for the to do the fur on the bees. I hope I can find it again because I have a little bit more to do. But this is another one of the witches. And then there's this one. I thought she's coming along pretty nice. I might clean her up a little bit more because I thought she was kind of cool. Because the prompt I think was glass, so I had her. So she's like she's can scry and cast spells through the scrying. So she's just like a long distance caster to the extreme. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with hers. Not sure really what else I need on this one. It's pretty close to, other than just cleaning up some line and color. It's pretty much what I want. Oops. Yeah, and then there was, let's see, I was like, there's a, because I got a couple done. I think, where's the other one? Oh, that was one I didn't get done. But, alright, well, where's the, well, here's the JPEG version of this. But this one came out really good. Definitely inspired by the Owl House, but it was... I'm a big fan of that animation team. So, like, I definitely had, like... Gotta make it a little bit clearer what she's doing, because people kept getting it. She's making, macaroni for her kids. Make them stand out a little bit more. Yeah, it was just, I'm really happy with how it came out, especially because I went in and I like selected all the, I did use the selection tool on those, on the jars, so that and then I would just like make a neat shape inside of it. Yeah, no, it's still alright. That'll be around. Well, in one, so I'm pretty sure in they can the fan base is so like vast that I doubt they would ever get rid of it. So there's no rush. You can watch it whenever you need, whenever you can, because like that and Amphibia were just so big after the success of Gravity Falls. That's a little bit more darkness to the back of her dress. There. Plus, I've been trying to do more, as you can see in some of these, I've been trying to do more backgrounds, because usually I end up doing more like the holiday spirits, where like, guys like this. Oops. Yeah, guys like this guy. Thanks. Yeah. It came out really. And I did even some Dinovember was really fun. Here's one of my favorite I only got a few drawings done for Dinovember, but this guy came out pretty good, I think. One sec. Just gotta. I'd say I need to sharpen him up, but he's in motion, so I don't know if I really want to make him too sharp, because that would imply that he's stopped. So I think it's. Yeah, me too. Those ones were pretty popular. I thought those came out really good. Because like Dinovember was like they were just giving like yeah. Well, it's like we were talking with Blue earlier on her stream and saying how like vivid colors really like punch things up, and I'm a big fan of that. Like anytime I can really just like jolt things. Maybe it's because I used to watch like Ross Draws all the time, and like his stuff was always like, okay, yep, we've drawn this fan art, it's cool. Now I want to make it. I'm gonna use the glow feature and make everything super bright, and I'm like, yeah, it looks cool. But I always try and add in some dull colors too, just to make sure that I'm not overusing it, because you could just like literally just take like the airbrush tool and just like put it to the max, and then just like a woof across the page, and it's like nah. Yeah, this one I rushed a little. I didn't have as much time on, but he's still fun, but he's not quite as good as the other one. Still a fun idea, though. I was pretty happy with the overall concept. Someone said he looked like that Pokemon, and I kind of I see what they mean. There's that what's his name, that Pokemon Omega Red creature. I forget what it was called, but I did a fan art for it once, so it's kind of funny that they say it looks like that when I somewhere on this computer is that drawing. I don't know where, but or maybe not on this computer. So it's probably on a hard drive somewhere. Because that was a while ago. But like, let me see. I'll show you how much my style's changed. When's this from? I'm gonna see where this is from. Okay, this was from last year. No, really? Okay, check this out. This is last March. Or no, I might have opened it last March, but this is older than last March. And it's like, my style has gotten so much cleaner than this. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. This guy's actually a character in my comic, but he's not going to show up. If he shows up, he's going to be like a background thing, so I don't need to worry about drawing him much. Closing some windows. Let's see what else I got open here. Oh yeah, I was working on my character sheets for my guys too. I was trying to like, I was so tired of like bouncing back and forth. So yeah, no, it's a minor spoiler. They're kind of like these like, because the whole point of means I'm not too worried about spoiling cameos because, or at least ones like that, because he's probably going to be like in a painting or on a newspaper, or maybe on like there'll be like news footage with him because they're on their own like quest that's like Dante's Peak level like intensity to the 10th degree. Like it's just like they don't have time to be goofing around with other people's problems right now. They gotta get to their. He's gotta get to his wife fast. And it's going to take a while to begin with anyway, so. But yeah, I'm trying to show off his ability of, like, he can summon weapons. So I'm like, just creating it from his hand. Like, I'm glad I put in the line work because his face looked kind of off without the with just the color. Like even now it's not quite. I think it's because he's with his personality. Like I should probably like Magnolia this a little bit and add some more deeper contrast. Like not like that, but actually, you know what I'll do? I can do this. Make it easier. For a while, I thought about giving him scratches on his face, but I don't know if I kind of have mixed feelings on that because, I mean, it looks cool in some people, but it might be cooler for him to not have anything. Like, he's the kind of person that, like, he made it through the war without a single scratch. Kind of makes him more intimidating than saying, oh, he's so tough that he could survive a slash from somebody. It's like, he's supposed to be a stealth dude. Yeah, it is. He's going to be probably making something else with that hand too. A good call. Yeah, he'll be doing something else with this hand. Like, he'll probably be making a shield. Floating behind, like, he'll have like a tower shield he's summoning. Because it's not just weapon, it's anything he's ever made he can summon. Which I might make him able to stretch that further by the end of the story, but I haven't decided yet. Because I made a joke earlier. I was saying how I don't like drawing the car, so I was going to make it so that they purposefully don't. they have to abandon it, and then maybe later on he realizes he can summon the car or something. But we'll see. Because drawing that car, it's fun to learn how to do new things, but cars are not my forte. Same with horses. That would be the only thing I would dislike more, is if they had the right horses, that would be worse. I can clean it up later, but it's just a placeholder for now. I mean, a slingshot could be useful in some situations. So why not? I mean, he can put magical attributes on these weapons, or like some of them have magic on them as well. So, like this mace he uses can change. He can change its size. So, I'm not sure what that axe is doing, but it doesn't look good. That axe just looks like trouble. Whatever is on the edge of that axe could not be good to be hit with. I was thinking about adding some variety to some of his weapons, like, I mean, especially because drawing this mace is not easy. It's a cool looking weapon, but my gosh, drawing that from every angle is hard. To put it lightly. What the? Yeah. It's like, started another plague, darn. Ooh, this is the magic black plague. Oh no, that's much worse. I was working on costumes for them for a later part too. Like trying to, or come up with ideas for concepts for like, if they ever need disguises. I thought it'd be kind of fun to give June a wig. So, and he was going to be, I think I have, let's see if I can just, I have a rough version of it, but what did I just do? Oh, nothing bad. Okay. I always get nervous when I merge things together and they... Yeah, there's his wandering vagabond form. Thanks. Yeah, I was because I was definitely trying to make her look more like one of her influences. Like she added this thermal blade to the edge of her guitar so that it to change its appearance a little bit too. And I gave her the Gurren, well, just the big sunglasses, I guess. They're not really the Gurren Lagann glasses because those have a tip, those have a peak in the middle. But and him, I imagine he probably just like he just got these from like some guys that were trying to like that were shadowing him, and he just didn't like the way they were doing. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna. These guys are gonna try and just jump me, huh? Okay, let's play along with them. And he just walks down an alleyway and then just like walks out with their with the coat and the hat, and he's just like, oh, okay, these fit really good. And then you go back to the alleyway, and it's just like a bin that's been sealed shut, and there's banging from the inside. I imagine something like that. Yeah, I figured that they would take two very different routes for being inconspicuous. She's kind of not standing out by standing out, and he's trying to just, like, I guess look like a murder hobo. To be fair, if that jacket wasn't so beat up, it would be a nice jacket, so maybe I might actually make it cleaner. Because the scarf clearly has seen better days. And I also just wanted to draw him with a sword because I keep drawing him with other weapons, so. And it's fun putting a hat on him. Yeah. Yeah, right? He's not the guy you want to mess with. That's for sure. And this part of the story is coming up pretty soon, and so that's why I wanted to get right on it, trying to get these costumes figured out. Because they're like... Yeah, they're right near that part in the story. I just need to work on the dialogue for that part. But and I like played around with the. I'm not sure. I probably won't do it, but it's just a fun idea to think that like maybe she. I was playing around with the idea that she finds a love interest in the city, but it's not going to be in this story. It's like for a future story that she actually like gets to go back to this city later on, maybe, or maybe. But. Or maybe they visit her somewhere. So, but I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it's like I like to think of all these different scenarios that could pop up. And there's a chance it won't happen at all, but it's just fun to play around with the ideas. Yeah, I think I showed you the. She made this guitar from like special wood and everything. Like it's like this really durable wood, like elven wood. So she doesn't. She likes to protect it as much as she can, but she can use it as a as a literal like bat. She has to, but considering the handle, she prefers not to. Oh no, that's cool. It's a good point. But in this it's a he. But because I played around with that too, but I just can't. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's nothing. There's no guarantees either way. Like I mean, but I was thinking like this. Like she finds someone that helps her out in the city, kind of like almost. I was, as corny as it sounds, I was thinking of something kind of like Aladdin, where someone who's more streetwise or someone who's just more familiar with the city helps her out at a part. But that's why it's just a rough idea in my head and not in the story. Because honestly, the original ideal I had for her is that she runs into another girl and helps her out, and but I didn't have any plans after that of what happened because I was still thinking at the time of like how this is a kind of like short timetable, so. And time in the Fey realm is already kind of wibbly wobbly, so. Yeah. Right? It's really nice. It's. We used to have. I think we still. There's like a nice jazz festival here in the summer. And I've heard of. I got to see a few bands live. Well, actually, I got to see inside. Outside, I got to see a lot of bands live because, like, they all just like line up. You can just watch them for free outside. And that was always nice. I think one year I went from watching the jazz festival and then I went and watched some Hayao Miyazaki anime. Like I watched Howl's Moving Castle right after listening to some jazz. That was a fun day. I'm just kind of glad to have a break from the quote unquote fantasy playlist because, I mean, it's fun once in a while to have that because it has some songs that really get you excited, but when you hear it every week, it kind of gets old. That's better. Yeah, that's where I'm heading with it. Um, I think it's more like a. Yeah. Well, I just need to figure out like the problem is YouTube is much less forgiving about music than Twitter is. I mean, not Twitch. I mean, Twitter. Yes. So I'm always nervous about. I got some infraction once for putting on a royalty-free anime mix, and one of the opening songs apparently wasn't. But it's inside of a playlist that was like 45 minutes. So how would I have known? I'm like, guys, why are you blaming me for this? It's your fault for not seeing it on the list. Yeah. Oops. I was working on this earlier too. Oh, I think you came in for that. But she came out pretty good too, I think. Just clean up her up. Something I learned from The Hobbit and from Lord of the Rings actually is if you want to make grass look greener, add some yellow to it actually, because it really makes it pushes it further. Yeah, I mean both can honestly. I'm not. That's why I don't feel that bad saying that because like they both have their ups and downs, but like yeah, they. I just don't get why they. If it says it's royalty free, and it's been online for a while, then guess what? It doesn't matter anymore. It's like just leave it be. Thanks. Yeah, like I said, I like to play with brushes, so sometimes I like to use the thick ones, or like sometimes I have certain ones in here that are more like for just actual like. Just I have some watercolor ones in here. I have some ones that have like that are really thick or have cool pattern to them. They're really great for things like doing this, like the debris and stuff. Or making it look like dirt's breaking up too, behind all around her. But I think this was, yeah, this was for Sword Timber. I did this one, and I did. Where's the? I actually did a horse drawing. Believe it or not. Let's see if I can find it. I think I put it somewhere else. Let's find it really quick. Oh, here's a fun drawing I did of a. I haven't finished this entirely, but my character fully, even more transformed. I'll put that up while I'm looking for this, because that one was pretty fun. Just being like, what could be like the something that he'll like shift into sometimes. Oh, and this was my I made this year too, the away message. My be right back screen. I should have used this today, but I forgot. But it's got the little wisps attacking. It's a little hard to make out. I gotta clean it up a little bit more. But like the chair is attacking him. That he sat in a mimic chair. Yep. Thanks. Yeah, I thought it kind of had like a metal cover band, like a metal, yeah, and a metal album cover, like kind of look to it was what I was going for. Like those old school ones. Here's a character drawing that I want to get. Maybe I'll do a little work on this. I would like to get this finished because she's a character from the comic as well, and she's pretty. She's big. Like that. There's Cole next to her for scale, and he's regular human size, so. I'm coloring his bug. It's bugging me that. But yeah, finishing this one up will be really fun. She's definitely inspired by the Nameless King in Dark Souls 3. Like, I even, as a joke, here, I'll show you. I drew her dressed as him. Let's see if I can find it. I think it was on the other page. Yeah, it was in challenges. I think. I thought it was. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's right. That's right. It's here. Or not. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh wait, here's the other thing. Before I get to that, this is the my horse drawing, which came out pretty good. Oh no, that's funny. Are they dating? No. I think it's just that, like, she has such control over the hawk, it won't eat the bug. Maybe because one's like a, like, hybrid mantis and dragonfly, the hawk has respect for it, so it doesn't want to mess with it. But yeah, this one came out pretty fun. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think it was just lightning was the prompt or something, and I made a. I pulled a draw fee and I went and made an entire drawing when all I had to do was just make a sword that was glowing. It's like kind of like how Julia would just make an entire background when it's like you just have to draw one person. It's like, what are you doing? I learned from the best. I haven't used Blender yet, though. Thanks. I'm glad that you think that one came out. I'm pretty happy with the anatomy was what I was worried about the most, and I think I got it pretty good. Cause I still need to draw them a lot more, but I'm to get more comfortable. But I think for compared to earlier drawings I've done of horses, which no, I can show you. Where'd it go? Oh, you want to see? This one was. What is this one from? I'm gonna see if this one's not that bad for being an older one. This is from September 21st of last year, but I think it's because I did touch-ups, maybe. But this is Jester. I just loved her. I did not do their fully evolved form because this is not NSFW. but oh gosh, I forgot the name of that creature, but I was gonna draw her fighting that big bad like the laughing. Oh gosh, I forgot what it was called. But then I felt like that was a spoiler, so I changed it to just like a monster, some kind of giant that she's fighting. But like I've always liked to use really bright colors though, so even in older ones like that, I did like to squeeze it in when I could. Oh, is this? Oh, this is one of the witches. Was this from? Here's some more. Yeah, I'll just show you a few more. Oh, actually, I can work on this one. I meant to do that today. Because this is D&D prompts or something I do a lot. Yeah, the little unicorns. Yeah, I did not draw them with anatomy because that would get this. That is another form of them, but I'm like, no, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Because this is Jester we're talking about, so yeah. It is funny that recently they made a shirt for all the clerics, and Jester was on it. I think Marisha's just like, oh yeah, for that one part of the game where you were a cleric. Before Caduceus came in and like became the cleric for everything. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to make like an aggressive looking Dragonborn. also just like I mean, maybe I just haven't seen the certain campaigns, but I haven't seen too many people use like halberds or like spears that often. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if he had like his main weapon was the longer range was the halberd, and then he could switch to a knife when he gets up close. It is funny that I was saying earlier, like when I was working on this, I was saying how it's hard to find at least in any of the campaigns I've watched, people play kobolds for like a large part of a campaign. But I did actually find one, like a podcast where someone did that. I forgot what it was called though. But I mean, to be fair, like if you play anything right, you can pretty much. I mean, it might be more difficult with certain things, but it's always doable. I mean, like we were saying that one time, Evie, like the bird folk are pretty fragile, but you can actually play one, so if you really want. What is. What? Why? I'm gonna get rid of this background. It's bugging me. I can't. I'll work on this one later. I actually opened the wrong one. It's okay. This is the JPEG version. It's- oh. Close that. Save. You. I've seen some shorts, and I think I know which one you're talking, because I think that's the one where I saw the shorts, but I could be wrong. There was one that was really funny where like one of the guys was goofing off too much, and the DM made it so that a witch put a curse on him, so that whenever he laughed, he took like 1d8 damage or something like that, which is that doesn't sound like a lot until you realize like what if he laughs a lot. So let's work on this page actually, and then I'll call it after this. Just finish up with this. Working on. I really like this panel. Like Richard looks, like Like he's ready to just like start something there. He's just like, I'm gonna end this fast. Where's that I'll just improv for now. Oops. Right layer. Nope. Remember this? Remember that quote, Evie? Am I in the right layer? No, I'm not. Yeah, he's about to fight these bounty hunters. And the ones of this werewolf. So it's gonna be a pretty crazy fight. Clean up the do 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 do. The right green? It might be the right green. There's the green. I love how I went through all that trouble to make that character sheet, and now I'm still doing what I said I wasn't going to do, which is take reference from other panels. Like, come on. I think but I can't, one thing I can do though. Close that. Close you. Sorry, I'm just closing some windows so I don't take up so much memory because these comic pages are huge. So, or they're big. They're like 600 DPI, and they're like, how big are they? They're like 4,000 by 6,000 or something like that. Giant. I'm gonna make them into wallpaper. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but I'm not even saving them to the computer anymore. So spoilers. Spoilers. I were no, I'm kidding. I've already shown that before. That's me. I'm working on the VTuber model. So so instead of pretending like I'm hiding it, I'll just show it because it's I'm gonna. It's still very early in the. I'm redrawing it one more time because I want to get it straight on. So maybe I'll even just leave the pen out of the hand until he make that a different hand. We'll see. Because I know people do that too, where they'll make like just a hand that's like for the when you're sketching. This one's coming out pretty good too. I'm almost done with this one. Just showing the scale of this creature they fought early in the story, and the fact that like if it wasn't for the fact that it can regenerate, Richard would have finished this off really quick. But it's a annoying regenerative creature with a really strong regeneration. No. Oh, and this is I was working on a in little emote for oh my guy. They do. I might make it so they toggle on and off because they are something that they're ethereal anyway. So they might appear and disappear. So that's the one I wanted to put. Whoops. Double whoops. Come on. Ah. There. Sorry. Trying to move things around so that I could put my references right next to my comic page, and it. Yeah, they have to find a way around it. I thought it would be kind of a fun way of like showing like that like she has some ingenuity even if she's not she doesn't have his experience. It's a regenerative. In the first 5 panels? No. Later, I can't say. little bit, maybe. I mean, a good story has ups and downs. Especially considering I do want to put. I do want some conflict between the two of them before the end of the story. And not just your basic, like, something could have been explained kind of conflict. I want, like, something's revealed that he's been hiding from her. Or at least waiting to tell her, and she's just. It's going to cause some division between the two of them. I haven't decided if I'm evil enough to make it so that the baby dinosaur doesn't make it through, but I'm thinking I'm gonna let that be something that I'm gonna treat like the dog in Fallout, where it can't die. Especially because I purposely drew it cute, so that would be really evil. There you go, yeah. Well, in this story, who's to say that death is the only way to have a sad ending? We're dealing with fantasy and dimensional rifts, and who knows what's going to happen. I haven't written that far ahead. So I don't know. I have a vague idea. I have kind of an end idea state, but I don't have all the pieces to get to there. No, I'm gonna. I just said that to be goofy. I promise I won't hurt the cute little dinosaurs, especially because I had so much fun drawing that little guy. Yeah, he's safe. I think you've seen him. Yeah, he's the little dinosaur that's with Grace, the mother. Character sheet. Right here. There he is. Little guy. Not tiny, but, small for like a baby, like mutated T-Rex. Because he's from the Fey realm, so that's why she's so excited when she finds this one is healthy. Because she also meets, some other creatures. So a bunch. Actually, that was gonna be a part of this channel, was me just like making an entire part that's just like her, like, travel logs. Oh wow. Oh no. He's a, I did have a smaller version of him, but I like him at this size. Because then he, like a few, maybe like a few months old at most, or a month old probably, because they grow pretty fast, I believe. Actually, I imagine it'd be like elephants, wouldn't it? Because like a fully grown T Rex has like a span of like 35 feet or something like that, I think. But they're not that. That's just head to tail. That's not like. Yeah. I gave her a pet raven too because why not? Did I give her that hair? No, I'm kidding. We had that conversation with on Blue Stream where she was the braided hair is the curse. You know what? I'm gonna do this the easy way. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Because we're just doing color blocks right now, so. It's easier to do that. Yeah. This is a funny. I mean, this is a quick way to just block in color. I'll refine it afterwards, but it's easier just to do this first. I think the biggest thing that changed for June is that she was a lot younger when I first did this story. But I decided to age her up because I wanted them to separate from each other. And I'm like, that would be pretty irresponsible for him to be like, oh, you're like 6, right? You can go off on your own. It's like, no. There's no reason he would have brought her that young. Even with all the dangers involved. And especially because of all the danger, he wouldn't bring her at that age. What are we doing? Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna make it gray. Actually, I don't want it to be black. I mean brown. I'm gonna make it gray, or a gray or brown, because it's in the background. I don't want this to stand out as much. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Sure, let's go by the Chrono Trigger method of sending babies to fight giant space bugs. That are gonna swallow all of reality. Like, sure, that sounds fair. They have the emotional maturity to handle that. When even the adults around them don't. I never did beat that game. Well, I think just for the sake of familiarity, I'm making it in America, but because she's like in like the Adirondacks, like one of the major yeah, that's true too. But psst, he's a demigod. I mean, Hercules is a demigod. Zeus was just a flat out god. And I mean, I wouldn't use him as an example for like safe environments for children. His father ate him. So, kind of a bad start. Like I said, I've been to the Adirondacks, so I'm basing it on an area that I thought would be kind of cool to change. There could be later on stories in this universe where I do it in other places. And maybe it doesn't end up there. Maybe that's where it starts out, but they actually have to go somewhere else. I haven't decided 100% where she is. I thought it would be fun to do the Adirondacks, but if I can think of something better, then maybe I'll do that instead. Because I know what you mean. It's the Marvel problem of everything happens in New York. Oh, well, I mean, side characters definitely aren't from America, because there's elves that have moved into the world, and they're in some of the cities, but they're not American. Obviously, they're elves and different fairy folk, like maybe some goblins and trolls as well. I was actually gonna make one of their neighbors a troll. Like it's like a family of them, and they're really nice. Like one of the sons is apprenticing under Richard, and Richard likes him because he's a big help. He's a strong guy. Troll. So he's like, yeah, you can help out with my business. I need someone to carry everything around, and you're really strong, and you don't ever get tired. So perfect. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun if they like like that's not the part of this that she's weirded out by when she leaves the her pocket like the protection of her village. It's it's everything else. It's how people use magic in the real world that is the thing that is strange to her. Because, like, everyone in the village she came from are hardworking and don't really see magic as a shortcut. They see it as something that can enhance things, but not make life a one-click solution to everything. Like, she would never, like... It's kind of like my thought on those some of the goofy spells that appear in some things where it's like open, it's like pick up teacup from across the room, and it's like, yeah, telekinesis is cool, but you don't need to use it for that. I mean, I just think that like I've seen some. There's what was it called? I forget the name of it. It came out earlier this year. There's this cafe book for young adults that and I think the barista there is I think she's an orc, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that sticking to Tolkien I like, but you don't need. Not everything needs to be him. Like. Because, I mean, that was a long time ago, and even he would be like, guys, enough. It's like, I was just working on an idea for me. Make some new stuff. That's probably why I like Sanderson's work, because, yeah. That's what they keep running into in this the first city that they go to, is that people are just kind of lazy. Also, I'm playing around with the fact that like the elves have kind of like kind of coerced people into giving away freedom in exchange for more magical power or more access to Fey mana reserves. So. The first town they go to is a bit like police state. But yeah, I think and like the whole point of making making elves evil isn't a new thing. I mean, Dragon Prince does it too. Kinda. Because there's just so many stories about especially elf kings that would just like take people. Like winter fairies in general are not nice. So I wanted to make it more about like, instead of like, oh, orcs are the bad ones and elves are the good ones, I'm like, well, there's good orcs and bad orcs, and there's good elves and bad elves. It's like, it just depends where their alliance is. If they're part of the Unseelie, which are the autumn and winter elves, then yeah, they're gonna be bad. Dark elves would probably would fall into the either, because autumn and winter elves can become mutants because they mix with other species, like humans. Yeah, they would probably be the ones with the dark elves. Maybe, although there could be a version of dark elves on for like summer. That might be kind of cool, like a different version that's kind of like more like almost alien like. I don't know. I was gonna play around with different things for what they look like and what how. So I don't want to copy what other people have done, but it would be fun to just play around with different like types of all the different fairy folk. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us today, for joining me, and it was really fun talking about the story with you and talking about all this other stuff too, it's fun, yeah. So I'll see you again. I'll be streaming again on well, I'll be streaming tomorrow on Twitch, but I'll be streaming on next Wednesday on here. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. So have a great night and a happy New Year if I don't see you. Take care. Yeah. I'm gonna call it too, because yeah. It's been a long drawing session this time. 3 hours, wow. So yeah. I'll try and do one when is, because New Year's is, yeah. I'll probably do one on New Year's Day. So yeah, I'll be back then, and we can hope everyone has a happy New Year, and yeah, see you all then.